What if I told you that every time you hear the word fascist on the news, it's not a description, but a distraction? What if the real threat isn't who they're pointing at, but what they're distracting you from? Sit tight. What you're about to hear might flip the script you've been handed because fascism didn't start the fire. It was the extinguisher. Fascism has a face, but not many know its origin story, and that's a problem, because when history gets blurry, propaganda sharpens. Most people hear fascism and think jackboots, salutes, angry men yelling at crowds. But here's the twist. Fascism was a reaction, not a blueprint before Mussolini marched, before Hitler ranted. There was Marx, Lenin, and Mao. Communism came first. Its promise, utopian equality, its method, censorship, purges, rewriting the past like a bad Yelp review. Ever wonder why communist regimes hate history? Because history remembers things they wish we'd forget. In Maoist China, children were told to destroy their grandparents' traditions. In the Soviet Union, churches weren't just closed, they were vaporized. In Cambodia, even names were banned. That's not equality. That's ideological identity theft. Here's the part no one dares to say out loud. Fascism didn't grow in peace. It grew in chaos. Mussolini, a former Marxist Hitler, arose through the Workers' Party. They didn't pitch tyranny. They pitched order. And when society is collapsing, people don't check a lifeguard's politics. They just want to breathe. Today, we hear all about threats to democracy, but no one's talking about the disorder fueling those threats. For years of open borders, riots repackaged as protests, history treated like hate speech. And then, Trump is the fascist. I don't know. Sounds a lot like projection, or as Freud might have said if he hadn't been canceled. Jonathan Haidt says liberals and conservatives operate on different moral frequencies. Liberals value fairness and compassion. Conservatives value order, loyalty, and sanctity. Now imagine this. Someone tries to burn down the house of order. In the name of compassion, don't be surprised if someone starts rebuilding with steel, and that's not fascism. That's the immune system kicking in. It's not radicalization, it's recalibration. And here's where it gets real. If the Democratic Party refuses to detach from its radical wing, the censors, the cultural vandals, the gaslighters of reality, then what's coming isn't just a political shift, it's a backlash, and it may not be polite, because the more severe the breakdown, the more pathological the response. People don't vote for order. They cling to it. So next time someone screams fascist on a news panel, ask them, in response to what? And if they go quiet, maybe that's your answer. I'm Gino DiCaprio. If this shook something loose, subscribe if it made you mad. Ask yourself why. What happens when the reaction becomes the revolution?